Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Diyanna Monet. Yesterday was record store day and I went shopping and walking around to 3 different record stores in DC. I was able to make a purchase from each record store. I came up on a line, I came up on some rudeness, and then I came up on like some great community things. So stick around, check out my footage and see what I was able to capture. And then also just see what I copped from yesterday. And yeah. So yesterday was record store day and I went to a couple record stores, shops in DC and just went looking for pretty much any new jack swing that I could find and any Gogo that I could find, because that's mainly all I really cop anyway. I wasn't looking for any record store day releases or anything newer. I didn't even know what to expect. I didn't know what artists or what bands were coming out with vinyl releases yesterday, but I knew I was going to the record store to pretty much buy what I normally buy. And then some record stores had sales. So I was definitely trying to get those discounted prices on whatever I bought. And sometimes, you know, you never know, like I'll buy a stack of records at a time, or it could be as little as one or none if I'm not too interested in anything that I find. So I did buy all Gogo records from each store. And it wasn't anything super rare that I found, but there are things that I don't have at a price that I would pay and that I'm sure I would enjoy listening to and can add to the collection of all the Gogo I have. So the first store I went to was a record store called Smash that's on 18th Street. I believe that record store more so caters to rock music. I don't really listen to rock, but I've been in there a couple times and was able to find like some funk that I really like. And I know I copped a hip hop album from there a couple years ago. So I was like, okay, let me just try going inside Smash, see what I find. So this was the first record that I bought yesterday. It is an album or just a single by Rare Essence called Give It Here. And it's just a single. It has an A-side, B-side. So the A-side just has like the vocal or maniac vocal, and then they have an instrumental. And then on the B-side is the Give It Here vocal James Funk. So I'm interested to hear this. And with a lot of Gogo records that I have purchased, I'm sure that I've heard it before, but do not know the tracks by name. But I am excited to hear this. The next record I had purchased was from a record store / like vintage, I guess thrift. I wouldn't even call it thrift. It's like a vintage tea or like just vintage things are inside Joint Custody. And they have a really great selection of a lot of genres in their record store. So like big on hip hop, classic rock. They have some jazz, some soul, some house music. They have a big selection of varying genres and it's pretty cool. So from this record is a record by Chuck Brown. Oh, I didn't realize it was a double disc. Okay, so interesting about this album or this record, the label on here says Chuck Brown, but if you see, the album has no label at all, and it's a double disc. And one of the records says, "Women are smarter." Women are smarter. Yeah, and there is no label on either of the physical records. And I guess on the jacket it doesn't say much. It's just Uptown. So then I'm like, what is this record? Actually, I'm gonna play it real quick because I looked at the label, but didn't really notice that there was not a label on the actual record. But it's a pretty clean record. It doesn't look like it was played too much. So it looks like I just have 2 of the same. I didn't listen to the second record like all the way through, but it seems to be the same tracks on here. And it sounds like it's I don't know, from the jackets it's Uptown, so it can't be recent at all. It has to be, well, on here it says 89, but it doesn't sound, the sound doesn't give me 89. The sound is giving me more like 99. And Joint Custody was also where I had got this Discogs bag as well, this little tote bag. And then my last purchase, I went to HR Records on Kennedy Street. In my opinion, as far as the record stores that are Northwest DC or Uptown, HR Records for me is my favorite and probably the best that the city has to offer as far as record stores. So unlike the first record store, who, you know, I felt like they were pretty, like, really in your space. I felt really rushed through there. They weren't like the most friendly people that were working at the spot. But I was like, you know what? Whatever. I don't know. It's a crazy day, I guess, for them. But I was like, clearly I don't need to be in here. So let me just buy my record and get out. But HR Records is always like more of a community vibe when you walk in there. So I walk in, I hear music. Oh, so before I even walk into HR Records, they have vendors outside, independent, individual artists who are selling, you know, jewelry, clothes, whatever it is that they're selling. They're outside with tents. You walk in, you hear music. They have a DJ there doing a set on vinyl. There are a great amount of people like digging through the records, looking to see what they'll find. I believe there was a band that had a record store day release. So they had like a bigger release thing where they were selling like merch and their records. And I guess they were doing signings there as well. So HR Records opened part of their space up to them so that they could do their thing and do their promotion, which was really cool. I did get one record from HR Records, another Gogo album, record, and I got more Junkyard Band, which I was lacking on my Junkyard Band records, but I've been getting more. So this one is a single, Junkyard Band, JY on the Rise, Wink and Dog, and then on the B side it is the Redrum. And from here it looks like it was released in 1996. So I was really happy with getting this. The cover is just white with some of my other Gogo records. It's just like a white jacket or cover, and this record looks like it's been played a good amount of times, but I'm happy. For real, that was all my pickups for record store day. I was really out for the sales. I always make it a point to go and purchase these records specifically because it's like having a piece of history in your collection. It's like, when is the next time you're going to see these things? So yeah, I'm really happy with what I bought from the record store and with record store day yesterday. And yeah, that's it for this video. Please like this video and subscribe to my channel, and I'll catch you all in the next video.